Alright, I got this email question. I'm asking you if you can send an instructional video on how to find the y-intercept using slope point form. The slope point form is this one. And using slope intercept form. I'm having trouble with finding the y and x intercept because I don't know how to do the order of getting b by itself. So I want to start with this one because it's the easiest. If I had an equation like this, looking at this equation, this number right here, the one at the end, the b value, that is literally the y-intercept. Whatever that number is the y-intercept. So in this case, 4 is where that graph would touch the y-intercept. So that one's pretty easy. To find the x-intercept in any type of situation, that's wherever your line touches the x-axis. At that point, the y is equal to 0. So I'm going to sub y equals 0 into the equation. So I'll rewrite it, 0 equals 3x plus 4. Then I'll rearrange it, so I move the 4 to the other side. And that's my value. So in this equation, the x-intercept is -4/3. A lot of times you're going to find it's like a fraction or something ugly, but that's how you do it. Now, let's go back and look over these ones, the ones that are the slope point forms. So these ones are a little trickier. Let's do an example. Alright, so we have this equation. If I want to find the y-intercept and the x-intercept, we know to find the y-intercept, I'm going to sub y equals 0. The same thing, to find a y-intercept, you're going to sub x equals 0. We have to do this one at a time. Let's do this one first. So, where the x is, I'm going to put a 0. So now I'm going to solve it. This becomes just a 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So now y equals 3 plus 2, 5. So I know in this case, the y-intercept is 5 for this equation. So now let's put it back. And now we're going to do it again, but we're going to sub y equals 0. So we'll put the 0 there for y. Put a 0 there. That's going to become -2. It's equal to 3x plus 3. Be careful when you're doing distributive property, it multiplies by both. -2. Sorry, let's do this. Let's move the 3 to this side. -2 minus 3 equals 3x. -5 equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3. That's an ugly 5. Cool. So in this case, our x-intercept was -5/3. So the core thing to remember with this is that when you're trying to get numbers by itself, you have to just do basic algebra. But whenever you're trying to find y-intercept or x-intercept, you just sub in x equals 0 or y equals 0, and you'll always find the answer, no matter what form it's in. If it's in this form, the y equals mx plus b form, it's easy to find it because it's just whatever's right at the end there. And that's it.